Philadelphia. I've been living in New York for 3 years, and Jesus, it's nice to be back in this fucking city, I gotta tell you. It's the onstage dance move that you learn on open mics up there. How's everybody doing, okay? A little break from the musical interlude. So I recently fell for a girl who lives across the country. And now, instead of masturbating to porn, I just gaze longingly at flight prices. It's way more arousing. Like your basic girl on guy scene has got nothing to the sight of a direct flight to San Francisco for under $275. Under $275? Are you fucking kidding me? A direct flight from LaGuardia? Oh my God, that's so hot. Your priorities change, you know? Yeah, I knew this girl for 3 days, right? And then she went back to California. And I went out there. Barely knew the girl. I went out there for 5 days. And I gotta tell you something, man, the minute I saw her, I was like, 5 days is too long to spend with someone you don't really know that well. There's a reason why we spend 2 hours at a time when we're first dating each other, you know? But instead, I had a 100-hour, $1,000 fourth date. And that's too much money and time to spend just to find out you just gotta cross her off your list. And sometimes you gotta make a mistake, I don't know. So I have a very basic look about me. Have I just been yelling like, can you guys hear? Oh, here we go. Oh my God. Hi, hello again. So I have a very basic look about me. Take a look. Right? Like I'm pretty good looking, but we don't need any more of me, you know? The worst part, every time I can customize the character in a video game, I never have to. I have default face. I booted up Fallout 4 for the first time last week, and there I was again. Hi, friend. I mean, I made the nose more Roman, but that was just for me. That was just a little touch. I wish I could sit down with my privilege and talk to him, you know? I tell him to slow down. I don't need him to cover every single base, you know? Just the ones that keep me out of prison. Yes, I appreciate that, I do. But I mean, that doesn't mean I have to be featured in every single Gillette commercial, okay? Even if it's not the same race, it's still the same jawline, you know? Yeah. You know how they say a God only gives you what he thinks you can handle? Well, he made me a white man in America, so how weak does he think I am? Apparently he doesn't even think I can handle being gay. It is funny, it is, it's good. I don't care. Your silence will only make me go deeper. Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna be okay. I mean, there's always a meal coming. If I feel bad, I always get to eat food later. That's a great solace, you know? I always have this moment in the middle of a meal. Maybe you guys are familiar with this. I always have this moment in the middle of a meal when I'm done eating the food, but I'm not done eating my feelings. So I gotta keep eating, I'm not done yet. It's like the meal started as a way to stay alive, and then somewhere in there it turned into my reason to live. Somewhere at the bottom of every bowl of 5 Alarm chili has contained my answer to the universe. But it's always at the bottom. You gotta dig for it. Yeah. I figured out a pretty good diet trick though. Here's what you do. You always make sure to keep fresh vegetables in your fridge so that instead of eating junk food, you just lose your appetite. Yuck. Just the idea of biting into a fresh bell pepper, I mean, come on. You're not hungry. You're sad. That's a different kind of emptiness, right? Yeah, I don't eat vegetables. I do try to get my vitamins from other sources, though. You know, like Red Bull's got B vitamins, I think, right? Emergency. You guys you've tried Emergency, right? Have you not? You don't want to interact with me? Is that how that works? I'm done with emergency because, you know, it tells you right on the package how much water to add, but it never tells you how much gin, so what am I supposed to do, eyeball it? Come on. I'm always gonna put too much. You feel that? You feel that suck in the air? It's good, right? Yeah, it's good. High ceilings are always your enemy in comedy, I gotta tell you. It's okay. Luckily, Andre told us how to pull the ripcord on this whole building. If you go out that door, apparently the place explodes, so guess where I'm going after this. Yeah. I was raised by therapists. 2 of them in the same household. Yeah. You know what that's like? That's like being homeschooled with nothing but ink blot tests. I'd be in the park with my mom. I'd ask her, what kind of birdie is that? And she'd be like, well, son, what really matters is what kind of birdie you see. Can I just have an answer for once? I don't need to interpret everything in life. Can I? Parents as therapists. I'm pretty sure that's why they adopted my sister. They were like, okay, if we're gonna run this test, it needs a control group. That's... What, you're gonna run this experiment with both kids in the same gene pool? Are you crazy? Look what we made! Yeah, it was good. It was pretty good. It's all right. I'm gonna be okay, regardless of it. I mean, I was raised pretty well. I mean, I can't complain. You know how I know I'm doing really well? I always know how well I'm doing based on how long I spend after masturbating with my pants still down around my ankles. If I keep them down there for like a full feature-length film, I'm doing great. Just sit there, keep watching Raging Bull. Who cares? No one's watching you. Well, you are, but there you go. Andre, you're allowed to laugh out loud, you know. You're allowed to.
Water.
It really helped me a lot. Water. Always the excuse, man. I don't know. What's going on? What else is going on? Yeah, I was raised in a really progressive household. I was raised by a feminist mother who taught me to respect women as equals and respect their feelings, and I'm really fucking proud of that. However, it does make it difficult for me to enjoy deep throat blowjobs because I keep thinking about what she's going through. Are you sure you like this? I wish I could give you something for your knees. The yoga pad's right there. Yeah, it's tough, right? It's really uncomfortable, especially with children in the room. It's really bad. Early education, you know? Yeah, you know, when you feel your penis go past the uvula through the aperture of an esophagus, it feels like less like getting a blowjob and more like giving a stomach pump, you know? So here's what I'm gonna do to make it fair, okay? This is how you make it fair, okay? As a feminist. You ready? I'm only gonna push my penis into a woman's head as far back as I can brush my own tongue. And if I stick to that plan, I'll be able to swallow my toothbrush by the end of the month. Am I solid? Am I good? Hey guys, thanks a lot. It's great.